I help take care of 4 wonderful grandkids.
I learned how to cook different kind of food now.
I had a great career as a financial manager in China.
I'm passionate about making a difference in the community. It's always been my calling.
And
we're all affected by mental illness.
Mental disorders rank in the top 10 of illnesses causing disability worldwide. In the US alone, 28% of the population has a diagnosable mental disorder or substance abuse disorder, but only 1/3 seek any type of treatment. Mental illness is at least as prevalent within the ethnic minority population as in the white population.
Chances are you or your family member may have a mental illness and are not getting the help you need. Ethnic minorities are less inclined to seek help or treatment. Some of the barriers are the costs, stigma, fear, language, and misperception by clinicians and the community.
I went to church a lot and I pray a lot. I have peace of mind when I pray, but I still have to deal with my mental problem.
It's scary to tell people about what you're going through. What will they think? What will they say?
It was about saving face. I became very depressed.
We usually have more important things to think about, like have a home to live in, find a job, put the food on the table. Mental health is not that important.
You start thinking you're crazy and people thinking you're crazy too. And my behavior becomes so hard for people to handle.
Most times individuals who have mental illness or have family members with mental illness don't know how to seek services until something really bad happens.
I do everything, just think of my son. Without my son, I already killed myself.
It was awful to witness domestic violence. It was awful to endure abuse from parents. Things became too much for me and my family to handle. I needed support. After my suicide attempt, we were all forced to get help.
There are many individuals out there who are ready and willing to provide services in your language and also understand your culture that can actually help.
My counselor was really helping me for stop being victim, to stand up for myself.
The medication helped me and my counselor is there for me. My counselor didn't give up and I didn't give up. She's aware of the cultural value where I come from, and that's very important.
Sometimes you just need to get help. I'm glad I was able to get it from someone who knew my background and someone who was a woman and a Filipina too.
You don't have to go through this alone. Once you gather the courage to reach out for help and get past the negative images and stigma, that's when hope comes in.
I was born in Shanghai, China, and immigrated to Canada in 1998. After my husband finding his job, we moved to Bay Area and start our American dream.
I moved to the United States since when I was 17 years old and I was in high school in Taiwan.
I'm a director at a leadership development organization. I think getting into UC Berkeley was a big part of my life. I probably wouldn't have been working this in depth with the community had it not been my admittance to UC Berkeley, because my original plans was to go to Cal Poly Pomona and be an engineer.
But right now I helping my friend to translate for him for English and helping different friends to shopping in San Francisco. I go to church regularly and I volunteer in the local library.
I remember one time I came in with bruises, to my school, and I was really close with my teachers, and he saw the bruises and told me that, I should really go get some help. I decided against it because I remember my parents would be like, people are gonna start asking questions, the police are gonna take you away.
So I've been locked up for 5 months in a mental hospital for youth. I hear some different voices and it's very strange. Nobody's around me and I hear voices, I feel afraid and I try to not go to school and not to stay at home, try to stay outside.
I got a work-related car accident in 2005 with a lot of physical pains. During the same time, I need to face the bad things that my husband has an affair and doesn't want to give family support and child support. I was deeply hurt for a long time. I wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't find the good person to take care of my son. At that time, he was only 6 years old.
Everything was coming down on me. I was trying to juggle between my medical condition and trying to continue with my job. And things were not working right.
My mom's first break happened when I was 8 years old. She had to be taken into the hospital on 2 different occasions. And the one time that she could not stand the stress and attempted suicide was when I was 10 years old. Due to many different stresses, she jumped off the building, and luckily she only broke her spine, and over time and with rehab, she has been able to walk and function, but it has been very difficult because not only she struggles with her mental illness, but also with her medical conditions.
I felt like I was strong enough, I could do it by myself, I don't need any help, I could get through it. I wish it didn't have to take a suicide attempt for me to realize that I needed professional help. And if I started seeing someone when I first started, feeling really depressed, like seeing those symptoms, I don't think I would be struggling as much as I do right now. I wish I had gotten help sooner.
I don't want my life like that way. So I need to find a way for better life for myself and my son.
When I first started going into therapy, I felt a little uncomfortable. I think for me it was a little awkward at first too, just speaking to a new person, speaking to a stranger. But right away I felt really comfortable because the person was really welcoming, really warm to me. And I think respected my boundaries too if I wasn't ready to get too personal.
I feel so welcome.
She would ask me questions, and she would not tell me what I should do, but she would, don't you think this is better, or what do you think is best? What are you comfortable to do?
Our family members didn't really get treatment, but they were able to be part of the treatment and understand that my mom was going through psychiatric help and mental health services. And in that sense, we really understood more of some of the struggles that she was really going through.
I have a very choice friend support and counseling support and my relative support, and many people support me. So I feel very confident in my life.
I have that strength to voice out my feelings and my fears.
I think a big thing that I learned was that when I hurt myself, I was hurting people that I really loved too. With my boyfriend, I think, I love him so much. We've been together also since we were in high school. Just going through that process together too, and knowing that he also has struggles with depression, and me really encouraging him to seek help too, because I think seeking mental health services really helped me get through my days. And I'd really like to see the same for him too.
I strongly think if I wait for maybe a few months, my situation will get worse. The worst situation, maybe I will become homeless people. Mental service saved my life.
What I'm most proud about are my grandkids. I love these kids. And that is one reason why I really am serious in getting this help, because I want to be in my better state of well-being when they are old enough and they can say, oh, grandma was with us, she helped me with this. I don't think I would have been able to be as happy with them in my past time when I was grouchy and being unreasonable, I wouldn't be able to be reaching out to them well.
On graduation day, I made a speech. My son was there. Everybody talked to him. Your mom, so good. He said, Mom, you set a good example for me. At that time, I feel so happy. I think that's the way I help my son.
And that's what I have to offer, is that you don't have to go through this alone. You know, if you have any hesitations, just, get past this and just get help for yourself.
Now I feel more confident. I know I can do a lot of things. If I try, I have a better future now.